Hi there, and welcome to part 3 of helping to make customized videos. And this one, I really want to focus on the basics of audio recording. It's something that I guess I've spent a lot of time on and trying to understand and learn a lot about it. And I thought that some things might help you just even realize what's out there and how they work. So let's just say, for example, in the very basic, the types of microphone that we can get. So you're very familiar already with a lavalier microphone. These are the kind of clip-on ones that you'd see on people on TV that clip onto your collar or onto a piece of clothing. They can often even be hidden under the collar of a shirt or a blouse or so on, so that they're not visible. But these lavalier microphones allow you to be a distance away from the camera and to speak. And the audio then that's recorded by these microphones has to be synchronized with the video. So that, say, the movement of the speaker's mouth matches the words coming out and that the sound isn't off with the image. And a lot of people actually recommend when they're using these to clap. The power of a clap, because the clap means that the person who's doing the editing can line up the impact the sound of the clap with the hands actually banging together, and then from then on the mouth will match the sound perfectly. So lavalier microphones are really good. The person can wear them, they can move around, say, a laboratory or a skill session room, and then they can be recorded from the video. There are wireless versions of these now, so that the person just wears a clip-on microphone on their shirt or blouse or t-shirt, whatever, and then it is wirelessly transmitting to the camera, which has the receiver. And so that's another option of where these lavalier microphones are going. But they're one way of recording very clear audio, where if you're standing away from the camera. So you can also get a USB microphone, which is one that plugs into your computer. It would sit on your desktop. I'll show you an image in a moment. And this USB microphone is a concept there. You can get really clear audio and you can kind of fine tune it to get the pitch as sharp as you want. Then there are XLR microphones. So for me, when I saw XLR microphones, these are the ones I always think of a band having, with these cables that they wrap up and they connect all their microphones with. So they're sound cables essentially that plug into certain microphones. But if you're going to use these, they obviously don't connect into your laptop direct. You have to get another preamp or another device that'll connect from the microphone to this device, then the device into a mixer, and then from there into your computer. And that can be another additional thing that you might necessarily need with a USB direct microphone. And then there's different types of microphones, be it that they record your voice straight on, or that they pick up sounds that might be in the background. And again, this can depend on what you're looking for, the direction of the sound. If it's interview based, there's quite a variation in the different types. So one thing I'd say I came across before is that people's brains will tolerate poor video quality if they're interested in watching and learning what it's about. Not very poor, but just blurry. They'll still watch it, but very likely to give up if the audio isn't correct. Okay, so poor audio, you're less likely to put up with that. So it's important that we work on audio as much as possible. So for example, a lot of us have headphones that came with smartphones now, and those headphones have microphones built in, and they can be very sharp. A lot of people you'll see actually holding the microphone bit out in front of their mouth, so it's a bit closer than leaving it dangling down. These headsets that we connect to our computer, it varies. It depends on the ones you have. It depends on the recording capability of the mic. Some of them can be absolutely excellent and very sharp, and others can be very muffled. This is an example of a USB microphone, a Blue Yeti microphone. So these are microphones that you can connect directly into your computer, and they can record audio, but you still might have to tweak and process the audio to get rid of some background noise, or to boost it a little bit with software, but that's easily done. And that's probably the simplest fix, to have something on your desktop at home that you can record or narrate with. If you use a digital camera, a lot of digital cameras have microphones built in, but they're very poor. They wouldn't be very good for recording. So you'll see microphones that can attach onto the top, and these pick up sound very, very well, But again, you need software to kind of tweak and maximize those afterwards. Now, you can do a lot of that in video editing software, but I want you to think, if you're going to stand in a laboratory and going to be a distance away from either your smartphone or your camera, and you want to speak, well, you have to be very wary of how the sound is going to be recorded, because you don't want to get home and then realize that no one can actually hear you. So that brings me back to the idea of the narration idea, that you might record different things, and then when you go home, if you have a microphone set up like these on the left hand side, you'd be able to narrate over with clear audio over your video. And then finally, these are these lavalier microphones. You can actually buy some of these to click into your smartphone now. Rode, R-O-D-E, this company, they have a smart one that actually clicks into your smartphone, and the idea then is you can use their app to record the audio. So you could have a phone recording sharp audio that you then synchronize with a video if you were recording in certain situations. But on the left hand side, most of us have one of these already, and I think this is a way by which you could have very high quality narration for your video. The software that you could use if you wanted to play with audio, Audacity is one that people recommend quite a lot. There's it's free, it's cross-platform, and it allows you, say, to record audio, change the pitch, edit the sound, and then export it or send it as an MP3 file. So it's a way by which you could record feedback if you wanted, audio feedback, and send them to particular people. But it's something I'd recommend looking on YouTube. Audacity, you'll find people giving great examples of the settings they've used and the impact of those settings. And once you have your settings set, that will be saved. We already have a lot of audio, I suppose, supports with our video editing packages that I mentioned in the other part. They all have kind of tweaking options that we can have there. But again, I found I had to spend a lot of time on YouTube just watching videos to get some advice, and that it gives you ideas as to how to set up the system with regards to some of the slider settings. So audio is something, as I said, I don't really feel that we can underestimate. Audio is something that has to be done right. And if you're thinking of your video and you've put all your bits together and now you want to narrate it, you've got to think about the way you're going to do it. So what I would advise you to do is even record yourself on your different audio devices, be it your earphones, be it your headset, be it a microphone you might have, and then play back and see how you feel, and be as honest as you can with regards to that. But audio is worth considering at the very earliest opportunity, playing with the devices you have and then seeing how they're going to match up to the video. And we've seen narration as an option. And if you're new to video editing, I think narration over the video clips that you've stitched together can still produce a really, really clean video. Very smart, very future focused, and very professional. So that's something to consider from the very start. So I hope that gave you just an idea of audio and how important it is when you're recording video, and some of the options that you may already have open to you.